fuel. The belts were on the line, but so was respect. As the referee brought them together and the gloves touched, the atmosphere tightened, heavy with expectation. When the bell rang, the noise exploded. From the opening seconds, Khan established his rhythm, snapping fast jabs and darting in and out of range, making Peterson reach and miss. Peterson pressed forward, absorbing shots, determined to close the distance. The contrast was immediate. Khan was a blur. Peterson, a storm slowly rolling forward. The crowd sensed it. This fight would not be easy, not for either man. It was the beginning of a battle that would test speed, heart, and the will to endure. From the opening rounds, Amir Khan looked every bit the master technician. His feet glided across the canvas as if the ring belonged to him alone, his jab snapping Lamont Peterson's head back before the American could set his feet. 1-2 combinations flew in rapid bursts, too fast for the eye to track, landing clean and forcing Peterson to reset again and again. Khan's confidence grew with every exchange, his movement frustrating the hometown fighter and quieting the crowd in waves. Peterson tried to answer with pressure, leaning forward, attempting to cut off the ring, but Khan simply wasn't there. Each time Peterson stepped in, Khan pivoted out, firing sharp counters that scored and escaped before retaliation could arrive. The early rounds belonged to speed, timing, and control. Peterson's toughness was evident. He kept coming, absorbing shots, refusing to wilt, but he was clearly being outpaced. Khan mixed head and body. Shots, punctuating his dominance with flurries that drew gasps from the audience. It looked like a classic Khan performance. Hit, move, repeat. The judges were taking note, the scorecards filling in round after round in favor of the Englishman. But beneath the surface, Peterson was studying, adjusting, and waiting. His pressure never stopped. Even as Khan piled up points, Peterson kept pushing forward, forcing exchanges, touching the body whenever he could. It was subtle, almost invisible at first, but the seeds of a momentum shift were being planted. The fight was far from over. As the fight entered the middle rounds, the tone began to change. Lamont Peterson's persistence started to pay dividends. He stepped closer, cut angles more effectively, and forced Amir Khan into exchanges rather than clean escapes. The ring felt smaller now. Khan was still landing, still faster, but the rhythm wasn't as smooth. Peterson dug hooks into the body, roughened Khan up in close, and leaned on him whenever he fought back, firing fast flurries to reassert control. But the fight had changed texture. Where once he floated, now he had to dig deep. Exchanges grew fiercer. Heads snapped back. Sweat flew under the lights. Peterson's grit was dragging Khan into a fight he didn't want, testing his chin, his composure. The championship rounds arrived with both men visibly exhausted, their faces marked by the toll of battle. Amir Khan, breathing heavier now, relied on instinct and experience, firing fast combinations and moving just enough to survive the storm. Lamont Peterson, relentless and fueled by belief, chased him down, throwing with bad intentions, answering fire with fire, digging deep when his legs threatened to betray him. This was no longer about style, it was about survival. Every punch carried desperation. Every round felt like it could tip the scales. Neither man gave an inch. As the final bell approached, both fighters emptied the tank, knowing the decision would hang on moments, not dominance. When the bell rang to end the fight, they stood exhausted, spent and uncertain. Two warriors who had... As the fighters awaited the verdict, the tension was unbearable. Amir Khan stood in his corner, arms resting on the ropes, eyes fixed ahead, believing he had done enough with speed and volume. Lamont Peterson stood tall, chest heaving, soaking in the cheers of his hometown crowd, confident that his pressure and knockdowns had turned the fight in his favor. The scorecards were read. Close, contested, dramatic. A split decision draw. Gasps filled the arena. Confusion, disbelief, and debate erupted instantly. Khan looked stunned, frustration etched across his face, while Peterson raised his arms, feeling vindicated by the result. It was a decision that would be argued for years, a fight that demanded a rematch. What was undeniable, however, was the heart both men showed. Khan proved he could command a fight with speed and skill, but also revealed vulnerabilities under pressure. Peterson showed that grit, persistence, and belief could close even the widest gap. This fight wasn't just a result, it was a lesson. A reminder that in boxing, nothing is guaranteed, and styles collide in unpredictable ways. Under the lights of Washington, two fighters left the ring changed forever. Their names linked by controversy, courage, and one unforgettable night of war. The lights of Washington, D.C. burned bright as the crowd inside the arena buzzed with anticipation, knowing they were about to witness a clash, not just of fists, but of identities. Amir Khan, the lightning-fast Olympic silver medalist from England, entered the ring with a calm intensity, his speed already legendary, his confidence rooted in precision and movement. Across from him stood Lamont Peterson, a hometown warrior, forged in hardship, a fighter who had grown up fighting for survival long before he ever stepped between the ropes. This was more than a title fight. It was speed versus pressure, polish versus persistence. Khan bounced lightly on his toes, eyes sharp, shoulders loose, a man who believed he could outbox anyone on the planet. Peterson, stone-faced and determined, soaked in the cheers of his people, feeding off the energy like